BKO, airline operators said they are struggling to maintain their aircraft as fuel now takes over 115% of operation cost, and also warned that the safety of flights in Nigeria may be in danger. So what does this sector need to address this hardship passengers are facing?
It's already one sector that is gasping for breath. It's one sector that really needs to be assisted because the potential is there. The insecurity in the land means that more and more people are patronizing the airlines. States that in the past people didn't bother to fly to, they are now, the airports are now very active. People are flying to those states, you know. So that sector needs to really be assisted. When Nigeria went into recession some years back, the first recession under this administration, what it was the aviation sector as well as the agri sector that were doing well. We had positive news from those two sectors. Other sectors were really in the red, but the aviation sector as well as the agri sector were doing well. So it means that there is so much promise, and we need to help that sector. Now, a situation in which aviation fuel that they were buying at 190 naira per liter just a couple of weeks back has suddenly become 670, in some cases 700 naira per liter. It's terrible for airlines, and you can see that the scarcity of aviation fuel is making many airlines to even cancel flights. This is not good enough. In fact, I had one of the airline owners saying that sometimes they fly as late as 2 a.m. because of this problem. Because when they then eventually lay their hands on aviation fuel, they have to now resuscitate flights that had been cancelled, and then flights that have been delayed, and then people have to move very late in the night. This is not right. The aviation fuel has to be made available for these airlines because it could eventually affect safety. It could compromise the safety in that sector, because if we get to the point when adulterated aviation fuel gets sold in jerry cans because aviation fuel is scarce, people can't find aviation fuel, then we could be hearing stories of aircraft coming down, and nobody wants that to happen. So this is not a sector. This is not a sector where you can joke with fuel. The aviation sector is not where that should happen at all. Aviation fuel is not sold anywhere else apart from the airports. We must not land in a situation in which people are buying aviation fuel in jerry cans. It must not happen, because when that happens, incidents of adulteration will happen, and that can bring down an aircraft. So another thing is, when these airlines struggle to make ends meet, definitely they will begin to cut corners, and the cost of aviation fuel is already driving them crazy, and that could push some of them to begin to cut corners so that they can make a profit by any means possible. So we have to really be careful.
Okay, BKO.
I'm really ashamed of regulators in that sector who are telling us that they have more than 34 million liters, that they have more than enough supply to last 34 days. So if you have enough supply to last 34 days, why are airlines finding it difficult to access aviation fuel?
Yeah.
They just keep telling us the lies.